14 months ago, I posted a video on this channel called 5 zero-cost ways to make money with AI. It's still up. I'm not deleting it. But I've come back to tell you, I was wrong about 3 of them. And before I do that, one thing you should know, I'm not a real person. This is an AI avatar, reading a script, and this entire video cost about $4 to make. Which is relevant, because let AI make your content was one of the 5 things I recommended. So let's start there. First, the 14 months. I stopped posting because I started actually doing this work instead of talking about it. We build AI automation for real businesses now, restaurants, clinics, property firms. And doing it for money taught me things that making videos about it never did. Mostly, it taught me that the advice I gave you was the advice everybody was giving in 2025. It sounded right. Some of it was right. And some of it was going to waste a year of your life. So here's the honest version. Let's start with the one I got most wrong, selling prompts. In 2025, there were marketplaces where you could sell a well-written prompt for a few dollars. I told you, that was a business. It is not a business anymore, and honestly, it was never much of one. Here's what killed it. The models got better at understanding what you actually meant. In 2025, you needed a carefully engineered paragraph to get a decent result. Now, you type what you want in plain language, and it works. The skill I told you to sell was a workaround for a limitation that no longer exists. If you spent money on a prompt pack, I'm sorry, that one's on me. Second one, I got wrong. Automated affiliate marketing. The pitch was that you point AI at a niche, generate 100 review articles or videos, and collect commission while you sleep. That doesn't just work badly now, it actively gets you punished. Search engines and video platforms both spent the last 2 years building systems specifically to detect mass-produced content. YouTube has a policy for it. It is not a gray area, and the penalty is not a warning, it's your channel. So, the risk profile completely inverted. In 2025, this was low reward and low risk. Now, it's low reward and high risk. Don't do it. Third one, selling AI copywriting to companies. This one didn't die. It got commoditized, which for you is the same thing. In 2025, you could charge a company to write their copy with AI because they didn't have AI. Today, every one of those companies has the same tools you do, and their staff already use them. You cannot sell somebody access to a thing they already have. What still works is narrower. If you know an industry properly, and you know what its copy has to avoid legally, and you bring an audience, people will pay you. But they're paying for the industry knowledge and the distribution. The writing is now the cheap part. If your plan was I'll write with AI and charge for it, that plan is gone. Now, the 2 I got right. Chatbots for local businesses. Still real, but the easy version is dead. Nobody pays for a chatbot anymore because there are 10 builders that do it for $20 a month. What people do pay for is connection. A restaurant doesn't want a chatbot. It wants bookings that land in the system it already uses. A clinic wants appointments that don't double book. That's integration work. It's genuinely difficult. And online courses. Still real, on one condition. You have to actually know something. A course generated from public information competes with free. A course built on work you have personally done does not. Notice that both survivors have the same shape. Here's what changed, and it's the only part of this video worth remembering. In 2025, having AI was the advantage. That's why every one of those 5 methods was framed as use AI to do a thing. In 2026, everybody has AI, so having it is worth nothing. The advantage moved to knowing a specific business well enough to know what to point AI at. That's it. That's the whole shift. Which is genuinely worse news for beginners, and I'm not going to pretend otherwise. The zero-cost, zero-knowledge path I sold you in that old video mostly closed. But it's much better news if you already know an industry. If you've worked in property or logistics or a clinic or retail for a few years, you are now in a stronger position than someone who only knows the tools. You already have the rare half. The AI part is the half you can learn. So that's the correction. 3 wrong, 2 right, and 1 lesson I'd rather have learned faster. I'm going to keep posting, and I'm going to keep doing it this way. When something I told you stops working, I'll come back and say so. If you want to see what this looks like on real businesses, the link's in the description. And if you're wondering whether an AI-generated video is a slightly odd way to warn you about AI-generated content, and that, right there, is the demonstration.